Hello, 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 my beloved souls. Blessed be, blessed day. I am Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter. For those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who do, welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. So, I was really called forth to put a reading out today, and I wasn't, sure why. I don't. For those of you who know me, you know that I'm very obedient, right? And I only like to put out messages when I'm really drawn to put something out for the collective. Sometimes that'll be like 5 videos in a week, and then sometimes you don't hear from me for 3 weeks. And it's not because I don't like love or miss you guys. It's because I'm not going to put out content for the sake of content's sake. So, um, I was just like connecting with the energies of the collective, and it was just a really strong feeling to like jump on and like share a message with you guys and like do like a weekly energy check-in. So that's what we're gonna do. And as I was in meditation, um, my head started pounding like I was getting rocked. And then all this pain started behind my eyes, and I was like, okay, so there's huge crown chakra activations coming in for the collective, as well as third eye activations. And I'm not a medical doctor, so I'll say this immediately. Having said that, a lot of the pain that you might be experiencing in your eyes, irritations, just like kind of like that throbbing or like sensitivity to the light is because we're being guided to stop focusing so much on what we're seeing with our physical eyes and to focus more on opening up and connecting with your third eye and seeing beyond sight. So that was just like a message that came through immediately in meditation, which I thought was pretty dope. So, if you're not already connected with your psychic self, like this might be a time where you start tapping more into your psychic gifts, whether that's like your clairvoyance, clairsentience for some of you, clairaudience, claircognizance, forget all the clairs. I'm clairtangent as well. I'm clairsentient, clairtangent, clairvoyant, and I'm becoming more and more clairaudient, because my ear chakras have been going through huge activations recently. So there's that. So anyway, my beautiful, beautiful beloved souls, I hope everyone is doing good. Happy New Year. We're literally almost through January. Can you freaking believe that? Like we're like it's like 3 weeks into January already. It's ping, right? 2024 is really kicking off with this universal 8 year. And I pray that you guys are staying very grounded during this time. And I say that because there's a lot of storms, that are going on. And I heard this worded beautifully the other day by someone. I think it was the Dark Alchemist, and she was saying, for every storm, there's also calm. For every storm that brings chaos, it also brings with it calm. And I love just the way she said that because if you think about it, there's a calm before the storm, there's the calm in the center of the storm, and there's the calm after the storm, right? And so, as you're in these storms of life, right, don't forget to stay centered. Don't forget to be the calm. Don't forget to be grounded. And especially with these activations that are going on within the third eye and the crown chakra, that's elevating you, that's ascending you, that's taking you to higher heights. So you really want to stay grounded and keep yourself grounded and rooted in the earth so that you can ascend that high and not lose yourself. You know what I mean? Because you are on earth for a reason. You're in this physical avatar for a reason. You must remember to stay grounded and stay connected to Gaia, right? We're here for a purpose. 333 on the clock. So thank you, Ascendant Masters, for being here. Love you so much. I was hanging out with Yeshua earlier and Mary Magdalene. Cutest couple. Anyway, thank you, angels. Thank you, guys, for being here. What does the collective need to know? What do they need to see? What are these messages that were so urgently being pushed forward for everyone during this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have, my favorite card in this deck. Emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. So, look at how she's resting, right? It reminds me of the Bible verse of, he'll lead me to still waters. Like this water's very calm. She's resting. She's allowing grace to cover her. She's allowing grace to refresh her. She's allowing grace to bring her rest. And that's what we're all being guided to do. And I know that's been a big part of my soul lessons is to really trust and to have faith and to call on God's grace for everything, and you guys might have heard me say that before, but whenever I'm asking for anything, whenever I'm in prayer, whenever I'm in meditation, and there's some type of desire or goal yet that I haven't yet seen fulfilled, and that I'm still calling in, I call it in under grace. Gosh, it's like, thank you, Mother Father God, for, blessing me with this $5,000 so that I can, I don't know, do whatever, like put a down payment down for like a car or a house or whatever. And I thank you that I received this money, quickly under grace in the most miraculous of ways, thank you. And I leave it like that. Why? Because I want to make sure that whatever it is that I'm asking for, that I don't get it through some type of like catastrophe or accident or some type of trauma, right? Like asking for 5,000 so I can get a down payment on a new car doesn't mean that I want to get into a car accident with the car that I already have, thus getting a payout that's going to give me $5,000 for a new car. You see what I'm saying? It's like, no, I'm trying to get it like, hey, maybe like there was like a bank error or something, and like all this time my bank has been like overcharging me, and they catch it and they kind of like give me my money back, and so I receive it in something like that. You know what I'm saying? So the grace is, hey, it was just like a mistake and it's coming back to me as opposed to an accident. You know what I'm saying? You see like the difference. So opening up yourself to grace in every area of your life, and grace is unmerited, unearned favor from the Most High. That means no human being is going to be sitting here taking credit for it. That means that nobody's going to be looking at you like, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't, blah, blah, blah. That means this is God just coming down. If you can picture God coming out from like a heaven and being like, here you go, here's a gift. Here you go. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Something like that. Like that's kind of like that energy, right? So it's like opening yourself up to receive miracles, opening yourself up to receive blessings, opening yourself up to just receive during this time. Like it's okay. Like this is unearned, unmerited favor. This is just a gift of love from the universe, and just allowing yourself to be loved by the universe at all times, and allowing it to bring you peace, to bring you calm, to bring you rest, to know you're not worried, right? She's sleeping peacefully, chilling, right? Knowing that everything is good. Everything is going to be all right, no matter what's going on, right? That is the calm. So just hold on to the energy. Oh, it's so delicious. I love that. Look, oh my gosh. Savoring pleasure. So a real like message to just like rest and chill and relax right now, right? I fully embrace bliss in my life and to be joyful. I fully embrace bliss in my life. That's such a beautiful energy. So here we are taking a bath. There's music, right? There's wine, there's flowers, there's perfume. So really just like embracing self-care, right? Embracing rest, embracing aromatherapy, right? Because we have like the flowers, the perfumes, the bubble bath, right? Embracing relaxation and the pleasures and the sensations of this world. 111 on the clock, right? So although we're being guided again not to focus on the external, we still want to activate all of our senses, right? So maybe you want to get in a bathtub and close your eyes and just feel the heat of the water, smell the scents around you, right? With all like whether it's a scented candle or a fragrance in your bath bubbles or whatever that might be, right? And just really connecting with your body at this time. Really getting grounded, really connecting with your body. If you see, she's lying on the ground. So that's two messages here, to be really grounded, really in your body, really present. Same thing coming through with the meditation, right? We need to be grounded so that we can elevate ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves and rest during these times where we're getting all these beautiful light codes, all this beautiful energy coming into the earth, right? And down into our bodies, and we're downloading and we're activating and we're ascending and we're healing, and we're doing that within our physical avatar, right? We're no longer in the age where you need to physically die in order to ascend to the next level. We can actually do it now within our physical avatar, but we need to give our bodies rest. We need to honor and respect when we need to rest. We need to make self-care a part of our routine, right? Like, don't look at it as like, oh, well, like maybe, no, like you need to make it a regular habit of taking care of yourself, whatever that means to you. I got a massage and facial the other day. I love taking a salt bath. You guys know that, especially during the full moon and the new moon. Those are my two biggest days to like go crazy with it. And I put all these freaking herbs and all this stuff into the water. It's like I'm soaking myself in like a big freaking herbal tea. and then I get out and take a shower, you know? But like, self-care is super important, right? And I've like made it a priority because if I'm not good, my kids aren't good, right? They're looking to mommy to see like, well, how do you take care of yourself? Are you getting proper rest? Are you hydrating, right? I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite and tell them to drink water all day and then I don't drink water, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell them that they need rest and I'm not sleeping, right? And I need a lot less rest than most people, but I still need mine, right? So it's just really about getting grounded. Like they see me in meditation every day. I'm outside earthing, as frequently as possible. These are the things that you need to make a part of your normal day-to-day basis so that you can stay really connected to your body, really connected to the earth, and really connected to your divine higher self, right? You'll receive more channeling. You'll be more open to your sovereignty once you stay grounded and present, right? Again, the deeper the roots are, the higher we can ascend. Okay? Seems to be a theme. Simplifying your life. Unbelievable about the self-care. This is so funny. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. This is all about taking it easy. All three cards immediately. It's like, yo, just chill, relax, and take it easy. Declutter, maybe clean up your space. For those of you who know about feng shui, change up some things in your environment to switch up the energy in your home or your workspace, right? Maybe you need to move your desk to a different area, or maybe if you're working in your bedroom, you want to start working in the dining room or the living room. And, maybe if you have a whole bunch of stuff stored under your bed, you want to start pulling that out, right? Go through your closets. If you haven't really used it in a year, maybe it's time to donate it so that, your trash can be someone else's treasure, right? Maybe it's time to like, just just clean up, right? Get rid of stuff. Stop hoarding onto stuff. it- they're just things at the end of the day, and I know that more than anyone because I've moved so many times in my life and had things and lost things and put things in the storage and lost storage. And it's just like at the end of the day, they're things and they can all be replaced. Clothes, furniture, toys, it can all be replaced. Yes, sometimes we have like certain mementos that we have from people that we loved, but how many things do you need to hold on to, right? Like I promise you, having the memory in your heart is way deeper and much more cherished than just having some random item in your home, right? Like, where's the true value? The true value is in the memories that you have with those people. The true value are in the people that are surrounding you right now, right? Like, if I lost everything, if my house was burning down, I'm not going to be worried about the things in my house. I'm going to be worried about grabbing my fucking kids and getting out the house, right? And maybe like my birth certificate or something, right? Like, birth certificate, phone, children, priorities. Think about that, right? If everything was about to go, what's the most important shit that you can take with you right now? All right, then look at everything else and know that some of it can go as well, right? Stop holding on to things that are keeping you held back. And a lot of times that we're not making movements in our life is because we're holding on to old things, right? We're stuck in a past energy, and sometimes we need to let that go, clean things up, right? Especially like when I'm talking about cleaning under your bed, you want to have a flow of energy going around your bed so that there's no congestion, there's no clogging, right? We want to open up the windows and get some air in your house, right? And just allow things to circulate so that you're just moving that stagnant energy, right? And it's going to help you. So they always say, like, you want to feel better, go outside and get some fresh air, right? Works in your home too. That works in your work environment, all right? Like, if you can. I know some offices, there's no windows and it's miserable. I get that, right? So then it's like, well, what can you do to bring that into the place, right? Can you bring a plant? Right? Maybe a crystal or something, right? That's going to help you connect with Gaia, right? Since that's from the earth, think along those things. But really simplifying your life is cleaning up, getting things organized, right? Mise en place, right? Everything in its place. Find a home for it, right? If you can't find a home for it, maybe it's time to start getting rid of some things. And again, your trash can be someone else's treasure. And yes, maybe it had beautiful memories, but it doesn't mean that it can't um, create memories with someone else, right? And be a gift to somebody else. So stop being so attached to things, okay? Embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart. If you will see, my beautiful beloveds, she ain't got nothing with her, right? Stepping into the future, crystal clean and clear, right? That's how we were supposed to walk into this year, right? Walk into 2024 without holding on to the baggage of the past, right? And that's not just like how we show up, in the year. That's how we should show up in relationships, how we should show up in life. Like, stop bringing your shit with you. Stop bringing the luggage with you. Sometimes it's like, let it go. 2023 and all those years before are gone. Bye. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yay, you're the best. But now it's time to move forward, right? Now it's time to step into the future. Now it's time to be the best version of myself. I was just cleaning up and getting rid of a whole bunch of shit, and now I'm out. Right? I don't need this stuff anymore. It was just holding me back. It was blocking the entryway. Right? This whole time this door has been closed, and you open the door, and what does it lead you to? Your future, your salvation, that in which you truly desired, right? But you got to get rid of the stuff that's in the way. And we're always looking like, well, what's blocking me? What's blocking me? What's blocking me? Sometimes we're the weapon that has formed to cause us not to prosper, right? Sometimes what's blocking us is just our not desiring to change or not desiring to want to do anything different or holding on to stuff because of the memories, right? And it's like, yes, I'm always going to have this memory. Yes, I will always love you. Yes, I will always appreciate that moment. Yes, 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 yes. But it's still time for me to move forward. I don't love you any less because I need to move on to the next thing, right? I don't regret the past or, hope that things were different because it's time to move on. And maybe later down the way, somewhere along this path, we'll meet up again, right? But right now it's time to let it go. And for those of you that, holding on to things from people that have crossed over, let me tell you very clearly, the people that have crossed over are not in those items. They're not there. They're in your heart, they're in your memories, they're in the ethers with us. You can call out to them anytime you want. I say this all the time. I probably have a better relationship now with my nana than I did when she was on this earth, right? My nana was a very hard woman. I loved her beyond measure, but she was not like the loving, affectionate type. There was no like cuddle, cuddle, hug, kiss, right? It was kind of like a, all right, I love you, move, right? Like kind of energy, like, stop. What are you doing? Like, stop trying to be all yummy with me, right? Which is so funny because I'm the complete opposite, right? Me and my daughter are always like cuddling and nuzzling and like all this stuff. So I speak to her now all the time. I'm always asking for her help. I'm always asking for her guidance. I'm always asking her to be with me, right? Her and like a couple of my cousins and, other people that I love that have crossed over. Like I'm always calling on them. And I feel her energy with me all the time. Her birthday was the 16th of September. So I'm always seeing the number 16 as soon as I see it, 16 on the clock right now. I think of her and I know she's connecting with me, or if I'm going through a hard time and like, I just happen to look around. I just happen to see the number. Like I know that's a message from her. Like, hey, I'm here. I got you. You know what I mean? So there's nothing here that's greater than her presence with me spiritually, because her presence with me spiritually is everywhere I'm at. It's not restricted to a room or to an item or to like a certain location. It's in my heart, and my heart is with me always, and my soul's with me always, right? So that's where she lives. And so for many of you, and I know that that's not easy, because I miss my nana. I do. I'm not going to say that it's easy, and I know grief can be very tough. And she died years, years, years ago, like way before I had my children. But I still miss her. Like I still wish that I could physically just like hug her, right? And I can't, and I know that, and it doesn't um mean that doesn't make me sad sometimes, but it does mean that I know that she's still here, right? Like I know that part of me that's sad that wants to hug her physically is like my ego part that just wants that like physical connection. But I know my soul and heart's part knows that she's here with me, and so I don't need to sit in that sadness. I can let that feeling come, and then I can let it go, because I know at the end of the day that it's just me just wanting to just hug her, and then I'll be all right, and I can move on, and then I can call onto her and feel her within my heart and know that that's better than any hug I could have gotten in the physical, right? Because it's pure divine love. There's no pain, there's no separation, there's no nothing anymore but just love, right? So I'm sorry if I had to go on and on about that. Obviously somebody needed to hear that they're still loved, very, very loved. All right, proceeding softly. Come on, guys. So the theme of the reading seems to be chill, right? Chill, take it easy, call upon God for grace, let be open to what the future has in store for you. And I feel like there's this energy of fear, right? And so maybe you're being told called to just like chill out and relax and just stop overthinking, right? Get out of the energy of worry, get out of the energy of fears. When we have those thoughts, negative thoughts running through our head, it's it can be challenging to cut that off sometimes, right? And so sometimes it's like, all right, let me go take a nap, right? So I can cut the thoughts off, or let me do some journaling, or let me go for a walk, right? Because what you doing? Going for a and walk, right? Or let me clean up something, or let me take a bath, right? Like all these things, having some tea, right? Going to chill, having a snack. My inner power grows in moments of quietude, right? So again, that's about being present. That's about being solid, secure. That's about, like being grounded and meditative, right? So we really just want to chill and relax and take things easy and trust in the process and all of those things, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. So sorry, my beloveds. Children forgot their keys and they were supposed to be at the park and she was bored, so she came home. It was like 10 minutes. I'm like, no. Be like we were when we were growing up. Go outside until the street lights come on. Anyway, so proceeding softly, right? So it's about taking it easy, meditating, relaxing, chilling, taking a deep breath, right? Doing something that makes you feel good, right? Having a cup of tea. Y'all know I am tea queen, right? Have a cup of tea or coffee, go sit outside, taking the sunrise, taking the sunset, catch a breeze. Obviously, like do something that brings some joy into your life. Do something that helps you relax. Do something to be very present in your body. That is a very consistent message. I had no idea why these messages were coming through. I'm telling you guys, like I was just like, okay, I guess we're doing a reading today. And here we are, 20 minutes in, and they keep saying the same thing. Chill out, relax, be easy, get ready for the future, leave the past behind you. It's not worth it, right? God is bringing you to still waters and granting you grace, right? Connect with the divine in that quiet, right? In meditation, in your writings, whatever that looks like to you. Right. Wow. Right? So we're gonna start here. I had a lot of cards dropped. So we want to keep our hearts open. Love, compassion, right? Connecting at a really soul level, at a heart level, right? So again, for those of you that have lost some people, like I love you so much and I'm so sorry and my heart is going out to you. I feel like there's at least one person here that's grieving right now, you know? But this compassion is not just about having compassion for others. This compassion is also about having compassion for yourself. I look like freaking alfalfa. I'm sorry if I keep playing my hair. This is really annoying me. Sorry. But having not just compassion for you, but having compassion for others, right? I mean, not just having compassion for others, having compassion for yourself, right? Healing takes time. Learning takes time. Growing takes time. Evolving takes time. Ascending takes time, right? Be easy on yourself, especially as we go through these processes where we're releasing the past and we're embracing the future, right? We really want to take it easy and be easy on ourselves, right? And give ourselves some grace. It took you what, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years to become the person that you are today, right? Like you're not going to change that overnight. There are some things that can absolutely activate you and give you a fucking brutal wake up call, right? But 9.5 times out of 10, that's not how healing works. It's layer by layer, right? Mode by mode. We look at one thing and we realize that something is kind of like distorted there and we work on fixing that and then we go and we look at something else and we heal that and we go and we go and we go. It's not like we're gonna look at it and be like, oh, okay, well I've decided I'm gonna be healed and healthy and we cut on a light switch and everything is fixed, right? That would be great, however unrealistic, right? So we need to have compassion on ourselves as we're on this journey, right? And forgive ourselves for the mistakes that we made in the past, or for not being as strong as we think that we should have been, or for not believing in ourselves and for not loving ourselves, or whatever it may be, right? And so we have that compassion for ourselves, and we also hold that space and that compassion for others, because just like we're on the journey of life and healing and being told to be grounded and to chill and relax and to trust and to call upon God for grace, so is everybody else, right? This is a collective reading. So it's not just you, and you need to be mindful of that and be aware of that at all times. Look at this, meta with vulnerability. Yeah, it absolutely does feel vulnerable to open up your heart. Absolutely. Wholeheartedly. Yep. Open up your heart, trust the universe, believe in yourself, right? but there's so much beauty in your vulnerability. There's so much beauty in just being true to who you are because you have nothing to hide, right? It's like remembering a truth, right? You know what it is. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to try to remember what your lie is because that is your truth. And your vulnerability is your truth. And so you're being guided to stand in your truth, to be open and to be beautiful and to be pure, right? Just as is metal. And you see how all these flowers are here, right? No flower is worried about the next flower or feeling less than about itself because of the flower, right? The lavenders and the sunflowers are all growing and blossoming individually and beautifully on their own, right? In their own beautiful way, right? And that's all of you. We're all here together showing our individual beauty. And it doesn't take away from another person's beauty when you stand and you shine as bright as that sunflower towards the sun or as beautifully as that lavender is, right? Towards the sky. So gorgeous. Look, beautiful activations coming in with that wind energy. For some of you, and I know this has been happening for me, for some of you, it's like you're catching messages on the wind. I work with storms, and I work with the weather a lot because Gaia kind of like talks to me that way. And so for some of you, this is you're catching messages on the wind, kind of like Pocahontas, right? In the movie Pocahontas, and the grandmother was talking to her in the tree, and they were talking to her in the wind. It's that same type of thing. For others of you, you've just been going through some really deep activations, right? And again, a lot of that has got to do again. Oh fuck! As soon as I said activations, my head started hurting again. So a lot of that has to do with the stuff that's going on in the third eye and the crown chakra, right? So we just want to be really, really grounded during this time, and that's more the reason why they're telling you to like take it easy, take a bath, take a nap, because as all these light codes are coming in, as we're activating, as our DNA is changing, as our bodies are going through this evolution, like we need to like chill out, right, and like rest and give our bodies that grace and that space to do what it needs to do. All right. Winter solstice reflection. What do we do during the winter months? You rest, hibernation, everything goes quiet, even nature goes quiet, everything gets still. It is the same message, guys. You're going through an activation right now that's opening you up to a really bright, delicious future, but this is the time to chill and to wait and to just take things slow. And I know for some of you, I know for me, like you're in these kind of like storms, and it's like, I don't want this to go slowly. Like, I need this to hurry up. But this is the time, especially doing this with this message of reflection, to like stop and look, stop and think, stop and just take a moment, take stock of where you're at right now, right? Like if you're walking up a mountain and you know you haven't reached its peak, fantastic, but you're at this plateau, right? It's time to take a snack break. It's time to take a water break. Maybe find a restroom or, look out on the plane below you and just look at how far you've come and just take a moment to see how far you've come, right? It doesn't mean that you have to stay here. It doesn't mean that you need to build a house here, but it does need to mean that you need to stop and reflect and take it easy. So again, taking a bath, cleaning up your space, doing some journaling, right? Taking a walk in nature, right? A lot of these beautiful trees, like just going outside and getting in, walking through a meadow, anything right now to connect with Gaia and to just ground your energies is going to benefit you. Get into the ocean, a lake, sea, a river, a stream, walk in the woods, a park, a playground, the forest. However you can connect with Gaia, fucking do that. If you can't get outside because the weather, like bring nature into the house, right? Like get a plant or something, some freaking crystals, something, so you can bring this energy in, you can ground it in, and it can help you get centered, right? If you don't have a bathtub and you can't take a salt bath, you can take a freaking lemon, right? And just wipe your body down with a freaking lemon, like literally, like cut a lemon in half, take it, skin and all, wipe it down, avoid your eyes, obviously, and your hoo-ha, and tips of your penis. If you have a bald head, don't put it on the top of your head, and especially get it at the bottom of your feet, rub the bottom of your feet, ground your energies, right? Whatever you can do. Eat foods that go in the ground, right? Like like fucking garlic and our lettuces and our potatoes and your tomato, whatever you can get that's coming up out of the freaking earth right now, right? That's gonna really help you. All gonna help you, all gonna help you, all gonna help you. And look at the ancestors coming in. So see the snake here, right? Snakes are indicative of healing, and then we have generations. So you're doing some generational healing right now, and your ancestors are coming in and one, thanking and applauding you, and two, just acknowledging the fact that, like, hey, you're doing this for all of us, right? So part of the reason you're being told to kind of like take it easy right now is because a lot of this is generational healing that you're going through, right? And so, and I know that this has been showing up in my own life that, there's just certain cycles or themes that have been going on that I've been trying to fix. And I'm like, where is this coming from? It's like healing an unknown karma, because I can recognize, now on the path, I can recognize when something is happening in my life where I might have created that karma earlier in life. Not knowingly, obviously, because we just go through life doing shit. We don't necessarily understand the law of reciprocity or karma or whatever you put out comes back to you three times, good, bad, or indifferent. Right. And so, like, as, someone who's been on this path and who, teaches spirituality more now, I'm open to that and seeing that. And so I understand how life is reflecting these things back to me and I take accountability for it. However, there's certain things where I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, where is this pattern coming from? Where did I learn it? What? And some of it wasn't my creation of karma. Some of it wasn't even a distorted belief that I learned directly through like my mother and my upbringing, but some of it has been karmic, has been just ancestral. And so having to heal that and to you know, to dig deep into that and to unravel those stories has been quite challenging, right? And so I know I've been connecting more and more with my ancestors on that level as they've been guiding me to really just like acknowledge and have an awareness of what those things look like and then do the peeling back of the onion and of the layers on behalf of all of us, right? And so that is a lot of why you're being told to chill right now and to take it easy is because as you're unraveling these layers, some of them are a little bit tricky and deep, I want to say. It's like trying to It's like somebody has like a traumatic accident or something, and like a piece of glass or a bullet goes into their body, like near an artery or near an organ or something, and the doctors leave it in because if they try to take it out, there's a potential for immediate death as opposed, you know what I mean? Like so it's like almost like some of these traumas and stuff have been so deeply ingrained that like it was just like it's better to leave it than to try to do anything with it because the others because it could be catastrophic, but you by the grace of God have been gifted the skill, the technique, the modality to be able to remove these infractions, to remove these shards of glass, these bullets, these woundings, however they may be, without hurting the family line, right? It's like you're actually healing the family line in that minute. So now the next generations, all the descendants that follow you are not going to be born with this glass shard pointing directly at their hearts, right? It's like they no longer have that to worry about. They're not even going to understand what that's like or why everybody was always living their life like this, so scared that if they do the wrong thing that like their heart might stop at any moment, right? Because like they no longer have that wounding. So there's that. These messages that are coming through. I'm like, what are we even talking about? It's so funny. I love my God. God, you're dope. Just saying, angels, ancestors, you're so dope. I just love you so much. Beings of the purest and highest light. I love you so much. Just thank you for being here with me. Thank you for allowing me to be a vessel, Lord. Thank you for allowing me to be a channel. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm honored every day. Right. Get the Yo, I'm. This is why I shuffle on camera because I want y'all to see this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look. You literally can't make this up. Like everything about this reading is like, yo, chill, be easy, just relax, focus on yourself for a while. And so I know, and I because I'm feeling the anxiety. Like I know for some of you, you don't necessarily have the privilege to just kind of be in relaxation mode. All eyes on you, people judging, timelines, deadlines, things like that. So I will say this, you may not have the option to take a bubble bath, to go for a walk, to even journal in privacy, because some people just violate our boundaries. I get that. Um, so I will say this, like when you're in the bathroom, say you're defecating, or say you go in the bathroom and say you have to defecate. They don't need to know what you're doing in there. Just take 5 minutes. I would hope that you can take 10, but take 5 minutes. And just take some deep breaths. Hold it for 4. Take a deep breath in for 4. Hold it for 4. Let it out for 8. Right? And just literally just do that while you can for those 5 minutes while you're in the bathroom. Right? Just allow yourself to breathe. Just allow yourself to breathe. If you can do nothing else for yourself, and I get that. I've had children. I get when there's little young ones everywhere and you're not getting any help, and somebody's always needing you, and there's always something to do, and the house needs to be clean, and the dishes need to be done, and food needs to be cooked, and homework needs to be checked, and errands need to be run, and you're needed to, and I get that, and life is a fucking chaotic nightmare. I understand, and I'm gonna tell you again, I need you to take 5 minutes to just breathe. Find 5 minutes. In 24 hours, you're not gonna tell me that you can't take 5 minutes for yourself, because then you're a fucking liar. I don't care if it's 5 minutes in the bathroom, sitting in your car, hiding in a closet. I know I used to like to hide in the laundry room because nobody used to come in there. That was my fucking sanctuary, and just take that 5 minutes to just do nothing but breathe. Just breathe. In deep, and we're gonna hold it and let it go. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, empty for 4. And just keep doing that for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. Take care of yourself. And if you can do more than that, if you can declutter your fucking house, if you can get in the bath, if you can go for a walk in nature, if you can get some journaling done, definitely meditation. I'm a big fan of it now that I understand it. For those of you who don't know, I'm from New York, I'm from Harlem. I'm an Aries, and I'm used to going 1,000 times a minute. So that when meditation came into my life, I was like, who has time to just sit there with their eyes closed in silence? Like, you're trying to get me killed, first of all, because we sit with your eyes closed where I'm from. People might try to rob or steal from you. And second of all, I have things to do, right? And I had to learn that that was a thing that I had to do, right? And that took a long time. I like meditations where it's more guided, right? Like, I don't like I prefer, I'm not gonna say I don't like, because now I can kind of do both, but I prefer guided meditations, right? Like I prefer like hearing somebody like this. That is what helped me learn how to meditate, because when I was just trying to do it silently with just music and like maybe like a mantra or something like that, like my mind was like ching 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 ching, all types of racing. But when I was able to quiet my mind, it was when I was doing the guided meditations, right? And so if you're struggling with meditation, that might work for you. Um, I use Mind Valley. They have an app. And Reagan Hillier is one of my favorites. She's one of my spiritual teachers, so I follow her meditations. But there's a ton of shit on YouTube. Just look for guided meditations. Again, I like Mind Valley. I think the name of their app is Omvana, whatever. There's a ton of stuff you can use. Calm. There's a ton of apps and a ton of meditations here on YouTube. All I'm saying is find what works for you, right? Running is a form of meditation. Cleaning is a form of meditation. Cooking is a form of meditation. Dancing is a form of meditation, right? Reading. Why? Because it's about focused energy, right? And so breath work is amazing. Obviously, just because you want to calm your system down and let your system know that you're safe, right? That's why we focus on breath work so much. We want to calm our organs down. We want to not be in fight, flight, or freeze mode. and we want to just like kind of relax and allow ourselves to just be open to the possibilities of the universe instead of limiting ourselves to our egoic mind, right? We really just want to be grounded and centered in our body. So you just want to just kind of like calm the energy, but whatever you can do to kind of meditate and to take care of yourself, that's really highlighted throughout this whole reading. Take care of you, right? Take care of your needs, take care of yourself. Moms and dads, I get it, right? I get it. But if you're not good, your kids aren't good. And I'm going to tell you that a million times. They're looking at you to see how they need to live their life. Is what you're doing a reflection of what you want your children to do in the future? Right? Do you want them to work themselves to oblivion and have no time with their family? Do you want them to be depressed? Do you want them to be dehydrated? Do you want them to have poor skin, poor health, whatever? Like I am actively cleaning up my fucking life because my daughter is like you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh hell no, you're not gonna go through the same shit I went through. I had to grow through that for us. I'm changing the game for them and anyone that comes behind them. You know what I'm saying? All right, look. Again with the heart energy. Come on, guys. Love and let yourself be loved. Is that not another energy of take care of yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, be one with yourself, be good to yourself, reflect on yourself, give yourself time to rest? I don't know what you're doing, but evidently everybody listening needs a motherfucking nap. I get it. These energies for me whooped my ass. That's why I haven't been on YouTube. I don't have the energy to sit here and record and to try to channel anything. I don't even have the energy for me right now. Like I was exhausted between stuff for clients, between my job and my kids and the calamity and storm going on in the world around me. Like I was exhausted. All I had time for was me and my meditations and to get us through the day, right? Like I didn't even have time really for much more outside of that. I mean, obviously my clients, but not even here to be able to connect with you guys. Like I was just exhausted, 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 exhausted. I was getting fucking rocked, getting rocked. So take care of yourself. Take a bath. You know, I had to go get a massage the other day and get a facial. Like I had to do something for myself to really just like move and unlock some of the blocks in my body. I got some Reiki done as well, right? Like do what you need to do. Find what works for you. And what works for me is not necessarily going to work for you. You know, like it's like all these different law of attraction techniques and stuff like that. It's like that worked for them and their energy and their story. So don't be discouraged if it doesn't work for you. It's not that it doesn't work. It just does. That's not your chemical makeup. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the chemistry is just different. Sometimes you just gotta do things different. All right. Oh, hold on one second, guys. Another fucking interruption. You know what? That's gonna wait. Sorry. All right. Bottom of the deck because we're almost done. High priest. High priestess. I'm sorry. Harness mystic power. I think this is hilarious because I just spoke to you about what the energy of focus. I said what? Meditation is about focusing our energies. That can be reading, cooking, cleaning, dancing, whatever it may be. Sex, right? Harnessing your mystic power, taking your energy, your magic, focusing. Hold on. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Kids, their father. Okay, it's a happy Saturday. So, anyway, as I was saying, meditation is a form of focusing our energy, right? When we're harnessing our mystic power, when you're harnessing your energy, your focused intention, right? Like that's what this is about. When you are in alignment and you're focused, your world is going to change. So, take this moment to decompress, right? To just sit with all the energies. Oh shit, hold on. Whew, forgot I had tea on the stove. Um, what is happening? Um, to just sit with your energies, right? Call all your energy and your power back to you. I do this every day. I call all my energy and my power back to me from all people, places, and things in all directions of time and space across all galaxies, realms, and dimensions. I do that every single day. I also choose to release any energies I might have picked up consciously or unconsciously in this lifetime or any other in all directions of time and space. Why do I do this? One, I don't want to be keeping anybody's energy on me that I might have picked up consciously, right? Whether that's through sexual activity or interacting with them, whatever, because I want my energy to be my energy. I want their energy to be their energy. I also work as a healer, right? And so if I'm not cognizant of calling my energy back to myself, then that healing energy is still flowing out of my body, even though the session is over, which will deplete my own energies, right? So I just want to be conscious of that. And I also want to call all my energy back to me because I want to stand in my power. 4444, I just saw on the clock. So you want to take all of your energy and your energy of focus and your intention, right? And zone in on the thing, right? Just zone in. Laser focus. Laser focus, right? On whatever this thing is that you're calling in, this desire, this goal, this dream. Cleaning your house will help change the energy around you or your office or wherever it is that you spend a lot of your time, right? Decluttering that space is going to help you have clarity of mind, right? Doing something to bring some pleasure into your life, right? Whether it's having a cup of tea or having a hot chocolate or having a coffee or drinking a glass of wine or taking a bath or sitting outside and just like checking out the sunset or on your porch or on your balcony, whatever that might look like to you, right? Whatever you can do, binge watching a fucking show or watching your favorite movie, whatever that is, that can just kind of get you into relaxation mode. It's going to get the stress energy off of you, right? And so then when you're focusing your intention on this desire, this goal, this dream, whatever it is, right? Your energies are coming from a higher vibrational space. And then you're much more in alignment with that in which you're calling in, right? When we're feeling depleted, when we're feeling exhausted, when we're malnourished, when we're stressed out, when we're overthinking, when we're overanalyzing, we cannot find a solution to anything. We are not in vibrational alignment with solutions. We're not in a vibrational alignment with our goals, with our dreams, with our higher self, with our highest timeline, with our highest good. We're just not, right? Because we're looking at things from here. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at things from here or even from a really higher perspective, right? I know I work a lot with the birds and a lot of like crows and eagles and, owls always come in for me to remind me to look at things from a high perspective, to look at the big picture of things, right? And so that's exactly what we're trying to like call into this world right now. So focusing your energy, channeling your high priestess energy, really connecting with maybe the divine feminines energy. This gives me the energy of Isis, so maybe some of you have connections with Isis or ancient Egypt, but really connecting with them. Mary Magdalene as well, her energy is very strong here. It's going to help you during this time of rest, relaxation, tapping into your feminine energy, because that's a lot. This is all, I don't think I saw any masculine cards. This is all feminine, 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 right? Uh, Feminine energy. So big focus on connecting with your divine feminine energy. Yeah, I didn't see any really masculine cards today. So big focus too on focusing on and connecting with your divine feminine energy during this time. That's also going to be a huge benefit to you. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading there, my beautiful beloveds. I hope that this brought some clarity, help, insight, guidance to you during this time. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. All my information is down below. Same thing goes with coaching sessions or spiritual calls. So if you just need someone to talk to just kind of like get shit off your chest, or maybe you have some questions about your own spiritual path and ascension, again, all my contact information is down below. I love you guys so much. I hope you have the most delicious day of your life whenever you're listening to this message. And don't forget, I love you, God loves you, and angels surround you. Later, my beloveds.